Disclaimer. This game is a work of fiction. Any persons, people, events that resemble true events are purely coincidence. And with that, hi, I'm Keegan, this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 233rd episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, The Shattered Moon. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora. She's an Aruna in the Geta Fenris.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play Mark Guides the Fallen, and he's a third of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
Hello, my name is Riley, and I am playing Dimitri Howls-In-Memory, Lupus Galliard of the Bone Gnawers.
Hi, my name is George. I am playing William Grows-Matrices. He is a rune of the Glasswalkers.
Last time, the Pax continued their battle against the Storm Eater when Older Brother finally shot the arrow to destroy the great creature. The city is in ruins, the people are scattered, and the veil is thin to the point of breaking. But soon, destiny will call, and the Pax must answer. So you have about 2 months that we will quickly dive through. I'm going to just go around via the cameras here. Dimitri, what are you doing? Are you going to be raising any stats? Are you going to be doing anything to help the city? What are we doing for the next little bit here?
After the whole thing with the Storm Eater, Dimitri is going to try to kind of reach out to the contacts that I assume he made with helping with the protests, and try to kind of help get a relief going for the people that were affected the most.
All right, perfect. Let us get a wits plus streetwise plus 1 for the contacts you've made. We're going to go diff 7.
3 successes.
Excellent. So you start building that, you start getting relief to the kinfolk, as well as the people around town. A lot of people have been uncovering bodies, especially in eastern Colorado Springs. But thanks to your quick acting using the existing mutual aid networks, as well as trying to start up your own, you've been able to save a few thousand people from dying, being buried under the rubble of their homes, and getting them quickly to community medical centers as the hospitals have started to fill up and are unable to fully help. So people are donating their time, including doctors and things like that, in their off hours to help and make sure these people are saved. All right. Cora, what are you doing during this time period?
So at the end of last session, you made a suggestion, and I like it. So I would like to go on a spirit quest to, up my knowledge from my wisdom. And then, you did suggest that it could be helpful to get in contact with my ancestors and stuff. So to see if they can help in the apocalypse and stuff like that. So I would like to do that.
All right, perfect. Can I get a Gnosis roll diff 8, please?
Indeed. Okay. I don't do very well, do I?
No.
That is a botch, I believe.
It is not. You didn't roll a 1.
Oh, I did not roll a 1. I was thinking botch was no successes at all.
Nope.
Rolled, but I think I want to mulligan that.
That's fine.
Yeah. Actually, hey now. There we go. Much better that time.
So you do succeed, and you start making contacts with several of your ancestor spirits, communing with them, moving through as you do find paths into the Geta Fenris homeland, tribal land in the Umbra. You gain a dot of ancestors, and you will gain 2 points of temp wisdom. Also, when you get to the homeland, though, it feels familiar. You're pretty sure you've had dreams about this place.
Okay.
Just it's oddly close as it almost feels like a little hand grabs your 2 fingers, and you hear the whisper of Grandma.
Oh, don't. I'll look down, see what's going on.
There's nothing there but a couple little footprints in the snow by you.
Oh, God. Now I'm a little bit confused because this is like... No, well, I wouldn't be confused because... Well, no, I would be confused because while this is where spirits are, like specifically for my tribe, there are no new Garou being born, so there wouldn't be new spirits, right?
Well, new ancestor spirits can be formed by Garou who die,
Okay.
but a child that young would never go through their first change, so they wouldn't have enough of a presence to become an ancestor spirit in the first place.
So, is there something I can roll to solidify, like, my knowledge of where I am? Because this doesn't seem like... I don't know, am I overthinking this?
Now you can do a, give me an intelligence enigmas roll. Diff 7.
Oh, okay.
This place feels familiar enough that while you're working with your ancestors, you get this sense of you know something, and you shift to your lupus form and you start running to where the cabin's supposed to be. The cabin of your children, your grandchildren in these dreams constantly. And as you enter, the clearing is there. The cabin is not, but it is one of the many mead halls of this place that resembles the deep Germanic forests of the Get's ancestral home. As Get are drinking, you see several of them. So they all look familiar, but they are all Get that have some connection to you in the past. As they smile, share mead, and this is where you meet your ancestor, and that is how you get your dot of ancestors.
Gotcha.
You make the journey home. Mark, what are you doing during this time period?
I'll basically be helping out clean up the cairn and the sept as well, mostly on like a kind of rogue spirit hunter kind of thing, looking out for more worm taint and such.
Okay, give me a perception occult, please. Diff 8.
Ooh, where'd it go? Perception occult.
Alright, so your gnosis is fully restored. You've also been able to restore some gnosis to the Karen, thanks to the spirits you've vanquished. And as a thank you for your efforts, the Sept gifts you 2 worm scales, a bit of Gaia's breath, and they have created some and gift you sanctuary chimes. It is a fetish that is active for a scene. It is a bell that emits a chime into the wind. No spirit may materialize within 100 feet unless invited to do so. It usually protects Karens or the homes of pregnant kinfolk. Sorry, so it lasts a day per activation. The difficulty to activate it is 6.
Excellent.
William, what are you doing?
I would like to help with rescuing kinfolk and other people from the wreckage and the rubble, as well as help with any sort of cleanup within the kinfolk communities, and
Alright,
even necessary providing basic resources as far as like food goes from the community grown farms that we've been trying to set up.
Okay, that will be I will give you that as go with an intelligence, streetwise, plus your resources, plus your contacts. Diff 8, please.
Resources, and would it
Contacts.
be all of kinfolk, allies, and contacts?
No, just contacts.
Okay.
Plus your int and streetwise. Alright, you were able to do quite a bit, as Colorado Springs is faring better than other places, as there are, huge riots in the street and things like that. And actually with that, as the globe begins to prepare for as they start to prepare and things like that, it is determined that March 4th is when the asteroid will hit. The asteroid has slowed down and seems to be pushed back to be between May 19th and May 25th. And the governments of the world are trying to slow it down. And the news reports that groups of Christian nationalists attack several spaceports in an attempt to stop the space mission regarding Rorg's Talon, claiming that it is God's attempt to cleanse the Earth for the return of Christ. They succeed in a majority of, or all of the global north kind of countries as the West starts to openly fall towards fascism. However, because there's not a strong Christian national, Christo-fascist currently in other parts of the world, China, Algeria, Kenya, Pakistan, and India have successfully launched missions to slow down Rorg's Talon, and that's where it pushes it from the beginning of March to about between the 19th and 25th, meaning that the Garou will have enough time to safely learn across the board the Rite of Moon Walking, as the global south has saved humanity from the folly of the global north. The Garou celebrate greatly. In many cairns, there are celebrations that the Talon has been slowed as you're all doing this. All right, and now Zebulon, what are you doing through these 2 months?
Okay, the first thing is Zeb will learn the gift Reach the Umbra. That's rank 5. There's 5 weeks to tick off, and there will be 2 activities that Zeb is going to do. The first one is Zeb is going to steal the sword of William Jackson Palmer from his museum. And Zeb is also going to steal a similar artifact that would be appropriate for Flaming Death Spear.
Perfect.
And since he can walk out and out of the Umbra at will and throw objects into the Umbra,
yep,
stealing shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I was going to say that's going to be an intelligence larceny diff 4. There's always a chance. All right, you are able to succeed on all of that as May 4th comes. The last of the Garou have learned, and they have to start preparing for the evening. They're asking Garou from across the nation to enter Sacred Stone, holding Gnosis items and Gnosis fetishes and things that hold those kinds of powers to aid in the rite and the ritual for the 14 Rite Masters. There is a howl on the edges of the cairn, and there is hostility to be heard. What would you all like to do?
I guess we should probably see what the hostility is about, huh?
Respond to the howls, definitely.
There's a brownish wolf with highlights of a sickly grayish green who has come and howled his name in auspice. His eyes have a slight shimmer of emerald as he shifts into his homid form and is sickly in appearance with greasy hair. My name is James, and I'd heard from the spirits about this.
Did anyone from the Sept come with us? Like,
oh yeah, there's Howling King here. There is Bloodwind, and they're ready to rip this guy to shreds.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he is showing all the signs of Wormcane.
What did the spirits tell you was happening here?
They told me that there was a chance to redeem myself. My family are Black Spiral dancers, but I myself am a Ronin, and I wanted to try and save the world despite what my family is. I escaped before they made me dance the spiral.
Where's Kyle with his earring when you need it?
Egg.
Sense worm wouldn't work because we already know.
Well, isn't there a Philodox nearby that could...
There is.
Use, yeah, so we could ask a Philodox to check and see if he's telling the truth.
So they don't all have Right of the Truth there, or they all don't have truthing earring fetishes. However, they have some gifts to help them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they are going to use the Truth of Gaia on this one to see if they're lying in any way, shape, or form. The thing is that if there's half-truths, that also counts as a full-blown lie with this gift. So that's the trick, right? So they start asking, they start checking, and they ask their questions multiple ways, and it seems like this person is telling the truth, that they want to help, that they crave helping given everything.
And I guess in those questions, do they specify the patron of this individual that has commanded this task? I mean, is it their task?
No, they don't
Okay.
have a patron. They're a Ronin. They simply have been trying to find. They've been trying to find a way to join the Gaian nation, but they didn't know where Karens were. Yes, Cora.
And that's specifically to join the Gaian nation, and not, hey, I want to help, but help is like the half truth, being, well, I want to help, but help who, right?
Well, and if that would have come up as a lie. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, half truths don't break it. It's half truths trigger a lie. So he said, I want to help with this ritual to make it successful. And yes.
Well, if the Philodoxes are satisfied, I would like to satisfy myself with a rite of cleansing on the lad.
They actually want to do one last thing, and that is the scent of the Oathbreaker. He is going to work on the edges of moving gnosis fetishes on the edges of the bond and helping, but out of the thicket, so that if he does betray you all, the scent goes off and he's still on the edges of the cairn, not the middle of the ritual. Then you may perform the rite of cleansing. The difficulty will be 5.
And I will do such. All right. It's a mystic rite.
Alright, he is successfully cleansed, and the ritual begins to start going. As there's dancing, there's singing, there's a fire, a huge fire, which is causing problems as they're now calling for Thurges to call spirits of the water. It's been bone dry again here in Colorado Springs, and the bonfire is necessary for the rite, and it might burn down the whole mountain before the ritual is completed. They don't need intelligent spirits, so as quickly as possible is the preference of the nation.
Mark will help.
Alright, so yeah, I guess you will be summoning Gathlings, and that will be a diff 4.
Yeah, sure. There'll be one other spirit that Zeb will summon, but we'll specify that after this.
Sure.
Oh, moly.
There we go.
Alright, so both spirits arrive instantly and are able to materialize on the other side of the gauntlet as they pull what little moisture from the air there is to form their bodies, as they look like men crafted of water and mud. Well, one looks like a man crafted of water and mud, and the other one appears almost like an eagle or a hawk crafted as such. As they hear what you need, and they start using their gifts to call on rain and things like that, even here in the material realm. Now, Zeb, what is the other spirit you are attempting to call?
Zeb is going to call to his wife, the Ward of Painful Memory, and bring her here, because this is probably in her wheelhouse when a bunch of people are going to be real sad soon.
As you see her starting to materialize, as you see things starting to gather up and form and crust away and break off like clay, revealing a statue beneath. As you see her there, still shifting as she places her hand upon you, and it's like you notice that the hair on the back of her arms are thistles as she rubs, and small welts begin to form as she goes, "Beloved, it has been some time."
And Zeb will provide gnosis to her in the form of the pain leaving his body. "It has indeed, my dear. Far too long, my lady, but this was the time when we needed you. Especially," and I'll point to that newcomer, "I think he is one to watch. And I think all of this is something for you, my love. A gift that you rightly deserve. Sit with me, please. It has been too long."
It has. As she embraces you, and you just feel kind of like this uncomfortable pain as you are taking a -2 penalty from just pain. No damage,
Oh, yeah.
pain.
I got it.
For the next scene.
It's important though. I mean, like, this is why she exists, so this is the one.
There is much, and much already here. It is swelling like the sea, like a thunderclap on the edges, in a storm on the brink to crash against us. It will be a feast for me, and it will be difficult for all others. Dust will mingle with their tears.
All I ask is you guide my hand so I may care for our children, my dear. They need to remember. We will care for them.
This is something that must be remembered. As she turns and looks at Dimitri, you will have to capture that pain in your howls if it is to be remembered.
I will.
As she kind of steps up and scratches under Dimitri's ear as you feel like the thistle kind of prickling, mixing with the tender touch. As she looks you in the eye and you see it, and you see a swirl of moments in your life that hurt. Some of them physical, as you see your body collapsing from being shot, being hurt, avoiding danger in the future, things that you've done, but also other things, like you hurting your friends and her walking away forever when you killed the vampire. They're all there. And she goes, you must capture it because a fresh cub had been born thanks to your companions. That fresh cub will now be a lamb. The cub will hurt all the way to its final moments. Your companions will also likely hurt, for some of the worst pains inflicted are unintentional, at least to those that we think we love. Do you understand?
I understand. I don't have any disagreements. Pain is a part of life, and that's what makes it beautiful, in a way.
Some, but listen, as she places her other hand on your other cheek, as you feel like the thistle sores starting to form, this pain will be mired in death. That is why you have to be there, because your story is the life of it. If no one tells it, this will not be pain that is part of life. This is the pain of the death struggles of a people and of hope, lest you turn it away from its current destination.
I understand.
Good. As she leans and gives you a kiss on the forehead, it hurts real bad.
Ouchies!
It's like getting
Ow.
hit with a branding iron.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
But also you get, once again, several flashes of mistakes you've made that you never want to make again. Take my hand, beloved. We shall watch the end together.
And Zeb will, like in the most demented romantic way that this could play out. But he will, just gingerly, with great flourish and courtesy, walk his lady about this place to find a good spot to watch.
As the fire begins to grow, the howls are beginning to just really pick up. Cora, William, Mark, you guys are sweating down to your shirt all the way through as you've been running across Garden of the Gods for hours now, as the full moon is rising on the horizon. Its normal path, the ritual continuing. A couple tourists look on in awe, but are clearly taken aback. But this isn't the weirdest thing that's been happening in the city, given recent events. As it continues to build, the moon starts to reach its zenith in the night, and it stops, and it holds there. And everyone in the city who is awake sees it in its unmoving nature. It's a beautiful jewel. Your aunt, the beloved sister of your mother, who had kissed you and given your gift of rage. She holds there as if smiling down at you before she begins rapidly shrinking in the sky as Luna launches out of Earth's orbit and begins flying full speed at Rorg's Talon. The whole world panics. The tides rip through the ecological disasters untold, as now animals who use the moon to guide themselves at night no longer have it. The tides feel the shift of the moon and rip across the land, washing away hundreds of thousands of people and buildings and coastlines, shattering everything. All tides are now only solar tides. They only move twice a day, depending on the location of the sun in relative to the earth. And you see the elders and those who perform the ritual start to collapse as Matthias falls, and he takes haggard breaths as you see his hair starting to turn to sand, his clothes starting to break apart as he starts to shake.
Cora's gonna realize that it's like this is the time. This is the time. Like, we're all crying, we're all sweating, we're all like super emotional.
Yep.
She's gonna run over to Matthias and hold him and ugly cry on, like, you know.
And Mark will hug them both at the same time.
Yeah. And we're gonna assume Kyle's doing the same thing.
Yes.
As he takes his haggard breaths and he kind of, Cora, Mark, Kyle, was I only saved to be sacrificed? That I was asked to claim glory in a promised final battle, only to turn to dust in a rite? I'm not rude, and I turned to dust in a desperate attempt to prevent an asteroid for a third of a tribe that I resurrected and is no longer here. What was it for? Why?
We see greatness in you. You will be great forever. Your death is not bloody, but it is so important. You were not saved just for this. You have accomplished what no other Garou has dared accomplish since the Black Spirals came to be. You resurrected a tribe. You sacrificed your time. You sacrificed your body. You sacrificed everything to give us a chance. That's not why we saved you. We saved you because you are Garou. You deserve it. But you've done something that is so incredible. No one can match it.
Mark will lay his hand on Matthias's chest. This isn't your sole purpose. We don't want to see you go, Matthias. You have brought so much joy to us, to the nation, so much hope.
I wish I could have done more than just be hope. I was trained with a clave. I was trained to fight. Cora, I was trained to be like you, and I wanted to be. And I'm sorry. As he reaches out to catch your hand,
I catch his hand and I like wrap myself around him.
As you do, you catch his hand and his hand bursts in yours as it turns to sand between your fingers. I wanted to be like you, and I'm sorry. You guys were my heroes. And he turns to dust in your arms.
Crying, ugly crying. You were better than any of us. Type of stuff.
As the dust is like floating away, I guess Mark will say, "We'll see you in the next life."
As your tears mix with the pile of sand and it mixes up, you do hear a lion's roar on the edge of your mind. The White Howlers have been honored, and more importantly, Fomori's Bane may learn White Howler gifts as if they were in-tribe gifts. Don't be too excited. There's like 3 sessions left, champs. And the
So
Spirit
cool.
of Lion rushes that Spiral Ronin as you see the taint blast off of him, the signs of it, and he is accepted as a White Howler. And Lion appears before many of the Cleoth, the last generation of Cleoth, and offers them to join his tribe here at the end of all things across the nation. And some take it, some stay with their own tribes, but many take the opportunity to reclaim what was lost and to battle for the future. And the fire dies down, the full moon is gone, and all that's left is the darkness and the scattered stars that wonder where the moon has gone. A few more days pass as the moon looks more like a star now every night as it continues to get further and further away from the earth. And finally, you start getting reports now from New York as moon bridges are still not very safe, especially now that Luna is gone. The moon bridges sometimes flick in and out of existence. That the Red Death is spreading in New York, some kinfolk becoming zombie-like creatures feasting on flesh. As it continues to spread, wildfires have started spreading across Washington, and huge swaths of ocean life have now started to go extinct and are putrefying the oceans due to the lack of tide. And then you get the most surprising one from Unified Heart. About, a week after the Rite of Moon Walking was performed, people saw Garou in their full Krynos, and the delirium was not there for any of them. The veil is lifting. Is there anything you guys would like to do for the next week, we're going to say?
I think now more than ever would be the best time to just maintain a semblance of a schedule that we've just been constantly doing. The routine just helps keep hands working and the mind occupied.
Okay, that is what you're doing. Else have any thoughts of what they are doing?
Right now, I'm just looking at the White Howler gifts. I was curious to see if any of them would be helpful at all.
They have
Especially
some
within a
great
week's
fucking
time.
gifts.
Yeah, I'm looking. Eaten.
They start on page 397 of the PDF.
Does the moon being gone affect shapeshifting in any way?
Yes, what we're going to do is, because of all this time, you will roll a d5. That's how much rage you were able to recover based on all the things you were doing. Because the moon only gives 1 point of rage every night, regardless of auspice.
Okay. I guess during the week or so, Dimitri is gonna kind of keep up with maintaining the contacts, keeping the relief going, and then probably almost every night he's gonna be staying up late and looking up at the sky as if like hoping that the moon comes back.
Wonderful. Anyone else?
Okay, Zeb is going to prepare one of his stolen items to be the Flaming Death Spear, and he is going to perform Rite of Spirit Awakening on the Sword of General Palmer. For that, I don't want it as a weapon, Keegan. It's purely using it in the very final battle of Colorado Springs, having an awakened blade. That's it. It will
Perfect.
not be like a weapon at all. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Or do you want to do... I think you have to do a roll for the Rite of Flaming Death Spear, right?
It's making a fetish. So yeah, summon the spirit and then make a fetish. Yep. Or making a talent. I'm sorry, making a talent.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
Work's just gonna be doing, maintaining the schedule, performing SEP duties throughout the week, helping the spiritually wayward now.
Okay.
Can I confirm how many days we're talking right now?
7.
7 days of downtime? Okay.
Mhm.
For 2 of those days, I would like to learn Haunting Howl.
Okay.
If we had 25 days of downtime, I would like to learn Mad Strength, but I cannot. So I would like to do that. And then for the rest of it, I think I'm going to take 2 days to rest, because it's been a long time since we have just had a freaking minute. And then that's 4. So the other 3 days, I'll do SEP duties and help out.
Perfect. That is what you do. All right. May 18th, you look up, and all of you collapse from pain as you hear this scream across the umbra, as you see the moon be struck by the Talon as part of Luna shatters and 1,000 stones rip from her flesh as she is launched out of Earth's orbit completely and launched towards the sun. There's a scream, there is a pain. You all regain 2 points of rage, thankfully. However, Luna, your rage will never come back from Luna again. Your rage will only come from pain and emotional turmoil. Nothing else. She cannot gift you anything anymore. Moon bridges now have a 50% chance of dropping you or not activating when the rite is performed, as Luna does not have the power anymore. She is no longer a Celestian, she is an Incarna. Her purview shattered and broken. Things continue to get worse as those large things known as the Fomorians to the Fomorians known by the Fianna or the Jotun by the Geta Fenris have started to appear in numbers and are attacking the edges of Colorado Springs to where regular people see them. The Garou are on the defensive now. Cora, would you like to be involved in that battle?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we're going to just have you roll Dex Brawl in your Krynos form to figure out how that battle is going to look.
Spectacular.
All right. So you do great. You take no damage. You're able to crush it. As things continue on, excuse me. As things are continuing on, Cora, you're sleeping, and you have a dream of you being an old woman again as you feel the little tears of a young girl crying into you while you are resting on your bed by the charcoals of the fire in the little cabin in the woods that you've been living in all these years.
I'll pat her hair, or pet her hair, like her head, and comforting like, darling, why are you crying?
Because you're sad, and it's gonna keep being sad.
There is always sadness in life, and it's okay for you to be happy, even if I'm sad. In fact, I would prefer to see you happy. It's okay that I'm sad.
Grandma, you're gonna have to choose soon.
Choose what, darling?
You're gonna have to change as your alarm goes off.
Am I in a room by myself, or is everybody around me?
You guys haven't slept in your own rooms for fucking 8 real-world years.
I mean, fair enough, okay? I sit up and I, like, rage scream because I'm so frustrated.
Oh, gee, you regain 1 temporary point of rage.
Sick.
Thank your granddaughter, since that's in low supply these days.
Thank you. Because, like, I'm mad. Like, fucking alarm. I'll throw my alarm clock across the room, actually. Because I'm mad because it woke me up.
As the alarm clock shatters, as you're all in an abandoned apartment complex, as people don't really live here, it's not safe. Even William's apartment is kind of not safe to live in. As Dimitri, you're sleeping and you hear this alarm clock just explode over your head.
Dimitri will wake up with a start. It's like pieces of alarm clock fall on him. It's like, what's wrong? What's going on?
It fucking woke me up! Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. I can't help it. I'm so bad at being angry. It fucking woke me up!
I guess that's one way to combat the Weaver. I don't know. We'll make some tea, and Mark will go over to like the hot plate with the rusty kettle.
I'll rant, right? It fucking woke me up. I keep having the same fucking dream, and I keep waking up right before it, and that fucking thing didn't help. I need to figure out what I'm being told.
May I ruminate? I won't, like, Zeb will, like, won't even open an eye. He'll just sit there with, like, his hat pulled down. I will ruminate on what she is saying and see if I can try to piece together through her ranting what she's getting at.
Intelligence Enigmas, diff 7.
Enigmas, huh?
Mark will offer her her cup of tea.
I'll take it. Like, I am really trying hard not to just throw this too. I'm pretty pissed off.
Mark will step aside out in front of Cora.
This is probably something related to some sort of vision. It's unclear what the vision is based on Cora's rantings, but it does seem like this is one that keeps happening to her, and that at the moment of at least some sort of reveal, she has been woken up time and time again.
Zeb's just going to keep that to himself, and I mean, I don't need to state the obvious and have her fucking kick me. So he'll just, yeah.
I'm gonna turn to William. William, are you, like, sitting up, like, clearly awake?
I am now.
Okay, sick. I'm gonna turn to you and, like, knock me out. Clean my clock, dude. Knock
Say
me
it
the
one more
fuck
time.
out.
Okay.
I need to figure this out.
You want me to use my dream speak gift and go in with you? Maybe I can help?
Get it. Do it. This is driving me nuts.
William leans back for a haymaker, goes in full force, spends a little willpower to partial shift his arm into a Glabro arm, just for a little extra oomph. Bam! As Cora spins 1, 2, 3 times a lady gets bam.
And it's as you're blacking out, you're gonna hear Mark go, "Huh, our ruined spirit journey."
As
He falls over.
you see a great chained wolf howling and screaming as the chains rip from its flesh and it shatters them, leaping up to swallow a star that burns it from the inside as blood gushes down and strikes the earth. You see the moon and Luna's face come down as the human-like woman face screams and it starts to crumble into bits of flesh and bone as it starts striking the earth, and you are hit by a pyroclastic cloud that blasts you away from the blast. Blood shooting into the air as you see the earth beneath you cracking open and 1,000 horrors climbing up from the bowels of your mother. You see a little girl, she's running, "Grandma! Grandma!" She's getting pulled away on the fissure away from you. "Grandma!" She's throwing out her hand.
And I run towards her like as quickly as I possibly can. Like insta-shift Krynos, like this is my baby, right?
Yep. As you run, you grab her, you turn, you skitter, and as you turn, you see Mark and Kyle ripped to shreds by black spiral dancers. The thorn whip of Zizak on Mark's neck as his neck cracks and then is removed in its entirety. As she smiles, Hit throws it to you as his head shifts from Krynos back to Hamid, and she just goes, "Enjoy your paradise!"
I'm going to activate Might of Thor and Hero's Last Stand and throw Troll Eater.
As you do, you notice Troll Eater is gone, and you see yourself pulled as the rift pulls too far, and you are in the cabin holding your crying granddaughter, an old woman again. And that's when you wake up.
Out of character, I feel like this was a very unfair vision because I was not made aware that my pack was around me.
Oh yes, visions are very fair. They've always been fair. I've never given you an unfair vision before now. I never telegraphed Mark's Malcolm's death fucking like 5 years before it happened. To you. I didn't telegraph the Red Star 8 years ago. Before we started recording.
We all know the choice that Cora is going to make, right? We all know it. We all know that she is going to die. We all know that she's going to give herself and not get the thing that she wants. Fuck. My guy.
Was Dimitri able to catch like any of that, or was that like?
Did you? Dimitri. Dimitri caught some of it. Caught the Mark and Kyle getting ripped apart, and Cora and then disappearing, and then you got kicked out of the dream.
Oh.
I'm just even more mad at this point. Like, this. Ugh, I am
the
right
sky's
there.
darkened. It's been a couple weeks now since you've dealt with the Rite of Moon Walking. It's been a couple weeks as the world governments have been pulling people, elites, into underground shelters with the coming things as of May 25th. A woman was unfortunately shot holding her daughter. Her daughter survived, trying to get in. She was not rich. As there's panic everywhere, world governments are withdrawing from their populations and going into survival bunkers with the rich, the powerful, and the well-connected. And then finally, when this dream happened, it is June 10th. The skies darken, and a few hundred meteorites strike the earth. The whole city shakes. One lands on Cheyenne Mountain, throwing up dust. Another one strikes Pikes Peak as you see the mountain crumble and break in places. As the smoke begins to rise and you look up and you hear once again the scream in the back of your mind as you see the last fragments of Luna burn in the belly of the sun. The prophecy of Phoenix has now happened, and the sun is blacked out, and now the world is trapped in eternal night as plants will soon begin dying, the creatures that feed on them die, and the predators that feed on them die soon after. As this new apocalyptic world begins, we will find out how the packs continue on next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We'll catch you in that next episode. Bye.
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 Goodbye.
See you then.